If done correctly, developing self-esteem has the power to transform your life. In contrast to believing that you are useless and that no one likes or accepts you, being able to accept yourself, have confidence in yourself, and know that you are good enough will help you go much further in life. In this video, I'll discuss the causes of low self-esteem and what you may do to raise it again. Understanding how your self-esteem sank to such a low level is the first step in boosting it. Recognize that a lot of who you are today was shaped from a very young age. The majority of people attribute low self-esteem to their parents. To be more specific, it had to do with your misunderstanding of what you went through or heard as a child. The idea that they are not good enough is one of the most prevalent ideas held by those with poor self-esteem. No matter how hard they work or how well they do, they will still believe that their efforts were insufficient. Most likely, this was brought on by your parents telling you things that made you feel unworthy. They might have expressed this verbally or through their non-verbal cues. In either case, you got the message that you weren't good enough. But it doesn't end when you're a kid. You had this erroneous self-perception because of how you came to believe this, and you carried it with you throughout life. It's similar to carrying around a pair of sunglasses with yellow lenses. Through those yellow spectacles, you take in all you hear, see, or feel. In other words, the beliefs that were ingrained in you at an early age have polluted the reality that you have experienced. Even if someone compliments you on a job well done, you will still feel unworthy in your eyes and may even think they are being untruthful. Recognize that reality and what you believe it to be can sometimes be extremely different. When you accept this, it will be much simpler to build your self-esteem. It has been misconstrued what happened to you as a child to cause your self-esteem problems. Why do I say that? Does it really matter if your parents told you that you aren't good enough if they didn't mean it? Consider a time when you were young and attempt to recall a situation where your parents or another adult told you anything unfavorable, such as, "You'll never amount to anything." Take note of how it feels. Now consider the incident or instances again, but this time imagine you are a bystander witnessing the action. What would you say to that younger version of yourself, if you could? Is it possible that your parents simply stated those things in the hopes that they would inspire you to go above and beyond? Is it conceivable that their perceptions of you as a child have no bearing on who you are today? Do you believe your parents possess supernatural abilities that allow them to foretell the future of others? Do you think that humans are capable of change? What do these inquiries have to do with confidence and self-worth? You'll recognize that you've been living with a false sense of poor self-confidence all these years if you can acknowledge that it's conceivable you misunderstood what your parents said or at the very least misconstrued their true intentions. Your mind looks for proof to support your beliefs when you don't think highly of yourself, when you feel that you aren't important or good enough. There are many strategies to increase self-esteem, but the one I just gave is one of the most effective. It is easy to acknowledge that you have been viewing the world only in a way that has served to confirm your erroneous notion that you are unworthy. Your mind doesn't want to make you a liar, after all. Your mind will distort reality to make you perceive facts that will support your belief that you are worthless if you believe that you are. It's acceptable if you don't understand how beliefs and perception function. The positive news is that the opposite is also accurate. Your mind will construct a new lens and focus on things that will support that notion if you believe that you are capable, likable, and designed to achieve great things in life. In existence of reality, the world is what your imagination makes it out to be. Recognize that all of the alleged proof you have seen in your life, whether it be that you are unimportant, unlikable, or both, is a distortion of reality brought on by your perception that you are unworthy. Now that you are aware of the truth, use logic and common sense to examine your early memories of being called a piece of garbage and refute those claims. Parents would all be extremely wealthy if they could invest in the stock market and make predictions about the future based on the past. You are so much more than you realize. In addition, you can start taking control of your life now that you realize you were mistaken to believe you weren't good enough. Realizing that you have influence over your beliefs is the key to boosting your self-esteem. It is up to you, not your parents, to decide whether or not you believe in who you are and what you are capable of accomplishing in life. I hope you found this video useful. Please subscribe, turn on the notifications bell and hit that like button. See you in the next one.